Greetings YouTube, SEGA Zombie here and welcome back to another video, guys. And yeah, we got another pickups video. The last pickups video that I done a couple of weeks ago, you know, there was so much to show. It'd been like over 3 months, I think, to my previous pickups. And I sort of focused that mostly on retro games, a few films, but mostly sort of like the SEGA and the retro bits that I picked up, you know, the juicy stuff. And I've completely forgot to show the sort of modern pickups, the Switch games, you know, the modern retro sort of stuff. A couple of other bits, and then it's always sod's law in it. Like literally a day or so after me shooting that video, something else turned up and I was just like, oh wow, I really need to put that in a video. And also, when I had my little bit of a channel update, it wasn't a rant as such, but I just put my opinion across. And it is my opinion, guys. You know, YouTube for me has always been YouTube. It's in the title. It's about you. You know, you do what you want to do. But I was kind of like reflecting on the UK YouTuber scene having, or predominantly when I go on my feed, is all about CX. And that is, what's my collection worth in CX? How much can I trade this in at CX? What's this game worth at CX? CX roulette, CX lotteries, you know, and, you know, I'm not bashing them. I'm not digging at the channels that do this content. I just think there's more to the retro hobby and the UK YouTuber community than just banging out endless CX videos. So I just wanted to like set the record straight there, because there was a few people in comments on that pickups video thought I was targeting individuals and things like that. Not the case at all. I'm just saying, as a trend, you know, there's a lot of channels out there covering CX, and there's more to retro gaming, retro game collecting, and this amazing hobby than CX. So to balance that out, I'm going to highlight some channels, guys, that, you know, let's hit this with a positive. And these are channels, some of them are very new or new to me. Some of them I've known about for a while, but really got into their content and they've really upped their game. And so I'm going to do an old-fashioned shout-out, guys. That's what I'm going to do. But first up, what's really important is you know, an inspiration for doing this video right now is I just watched Owl's Arcade, and this is Alex Nintendo Arcade back. Long after, you know, the chapter of the arcade archive is now closed. That book is closed, and it's great to have Alex back on YouTube, back in the community where he belongs, and being passionate about this amazing hobby again. And it put a real big smile on my face. So I thought, do you know what? It's not often I'll film a video these days late into the evening. It is getting on. It is getting late. But that video had me buzzing, it really did. So Alex, it's great to have you back. Guys, if you used to subscribe to Alex Nintendo Arcade, then Arcade Archive, you need to get over to Owl's Arcade. I will put a link to that video and his channel in the description box below, and I'll tag Al in this also, just to get some traction going. You know, he's started his whole channel again after like 10 years. He's starting again, and there's reasons for that, which I'm sure Alex will go into. And I'm sure he's gonna, or he's mentioned in the video that he's gonna bring back his old videos. They're gonna come back onto this channel, but I'll let Alex explain all that. Get over to Owl's Arcade, guys. My God, buzzing to have Alex back where he belongs, you know, back in. And all I can say is you've got to check out his arcade. You know, every time I see it, I'm in awe. It just looks absolutely tremendous. But yeah, go and check out Owl's Arcade. Obviously, after this video, go and check it out. What else? What else? I've written a little note here because I'm getting so bad, guys. I have to look. Oh yeah, Rogie Retro. Good old Rog. Love Rogie a lot. He came over recently on my birthday meetup. It's great to meet Rog. I met Rog and Harry, his son, a few times at the Retro Realm, but it was great for him to come round here and mix with loads of other YouTubers, and it was great to speak to Rogie outside the shop. Do you know what I mean? I had a real blast with Harry. We played a load of games on my Street Fighter arcade 1-up cab. And Harry was really good at the classics. He was really good at the Pac-Man games on the Video Master. But I'm not going to shout everyone out on that because I might forget someone and it's late at night, and I probably will, and I've not made a list of who came. But you all know who you are. I had a fantastic birthday. It really was great. I'll chuck a load of pictures up now so you can see them. But yeah, it was a great birthday. I played so many games with so many great friends, YouTubers. You know, this is what YouTube's about. And Alex touches on this. It's the meets, it's the expos, it's the gaming markets. It's when you meet people, you guys, and other YouTubers. That's what makes this hobby so great. It really does. And the birthday meet was brilliant. I've got a gift or two to show. Also, I'm going off on a tangent as I always do. Let's get back to some shout outs. So Rogie Retro, this is where I went off on the tangent, wasn't it? Meeting up with Rog and Harry. He has set up a new YouTube channel. So he's still got Rogie Retro, but he's set up the Retro Hulk. So again, there'll be a link in the description box for Retro Hulk. So go and check out his channel, guys. And a few channels that I really enjoy. It's a CX-free zone on these guys. That's why I've chosen them. So we've got Goldtooth Gaming, who... Goldtooth... Do you know what? To begin with, his humour, I was like, whoa, he's intense. But I've really grown to really love his content. I'm really enjoying Goldtooth's content. I really like... He's a very knowledgeable guy. And he's got an exceptional taste in video games. He loves his SEGA, so I'm in. I'm all in. So Goldtooth Gaming's getting a shout out. The opposite end of that spectrum, after Goldtooth Gaming, we've got a channel that I think needs more subscribers, guys. So if you're not subscribed and you love the Spectrum Spectaculars and the 8-bit micro stuff I do, you need to go over to ZX Tetley. A great channel, ZX Tetley. At the minute, he's doing comparison videos of arcade ports between the TI-99, which is a Texas microcomputer, which has really good graphics for the time. And I know very little about the TI-99 until I stumbled across Lee's channel. I knew nothing about it. And it just intrigues me to see it. And he's doing comparisons of arcade ports on his TI-99 and the Atari 800 at the moment. But Lee isn't just all about those two systems. He covers a lot of Spectrum games. He does love his 8-bit micros. There's lots of that. But also, Tetley loves his Ray Harryhausen films. And he loves all the Godzilla films. And he's got some absolutely tremendous Godzilla merchandise, statues, posters. And I tell you what, Tetley has got an absolutely awesome room. It's just it's a pit of nostalgia. Everywhere he's got something so relevant and so nostalgic. I love it. So go and check out and drop a sub to ZX Tetley, guys. Another guy that he couldn't make it to the birthday bash, but I love his content. He's actually a very talented guy at editing, and he's very funny. And that is the Rampage Talk. Again, criminally low subs. He needs more subs. He needs more people following him. And that is the Rampage Talk. Go and check out his content. Sharp editing. Really funny guy. And I love his unique take on gameplay videos. They crack me up. So go and check him out. Next up is someone that I've definitely shouted out before. This guy's been around a while. A few years. But again, I love his content. He's in his shed. He'll just talk. He goes off on rants. He does. He likes to have a few choice words about certain things, but he just goes off on tangents and collects many different systems. And he loves his films. He loves his horror films. Again, he's very nostalgic. He loves all the nostalgic stuff. And that's Mike's Shed. You've got to go and check out Mike's Shed. Again, criminally low sub count. And he's a hobbyist. He's a hobbyist at the end of the day. All these channels, I believe, are hobbyists and in this community for the right reasons. And guys, if you've not checked these channels out, please go and check them out. So Mike's Shed. And then finally, we've got a very new channel to me. I think they haven't been going that long. And they actually came to the Retro Realm last week and visited. They live in Norwich, I believe. And that is the Monkeries. Again, it's your typical affair. They do pickups videos. He's set himself some challenges in what he's picking up at the moment. He's picking up movie licensed games on the Mega Drive. Also, he's picking up sort of nostalgic VHS and VHS films that relate to video games, I believe. I'm still catching up with their content. I really am. I'm really enjoying it. They're below. I don't think they've hit 100 subs yet. I could be wrong. So get over there and check out the Monkeries. All of these shout outs will be in the description below, guys. But the Monkeries, oh, that's the other thing, because when I watched his video and he mentioned the Retro Realm, he said he was collecting UMDs, the films for the PSP. And I said if I'd have known that, I've got stacks in my storeroom. So he's also hunting down films on the PSP. So yeah, go and check out these channels, guys. I want to put a positive spin on the little bit of negativity I had in regards to YouTube content and CEX. Even though I'm still strongly got my opinions on it, I just wanted to give a shout out, do something a bit positive. It's been a long time since I've done shout outs. I've done the odd few here and there, but it used to be a daily thing, didn't it? Oh my god, the SEGA Wall lockdown videos, who remembers them? Anyway, let's get on with some pickups. I've got a bit of B-roll I want to share with you with the first pickups. This is the two items that I was really waiting for to turn up. And then they turned up after I'd shot my pickups video. So let's roll that. Right, guys, I have had some deliveries. Unusual deliveries, these. Not something I thought I'd ever get, if I'm being honest with you. Because this is something brand new, but old. We've got two of them. I can't remember which one's which, if I'm being honest with you. So we're going to go with the Vice Press one first. These came a few days ago. But this has been my first opportunity. I wanted to film my reaction to this, because this is a media that's been dead for probably nearly 20 years. And it's come back. And what have we got here? So there's an advertisement thing, but here we go, guys. We have got Suspiria on VHS. Can you believe it? So yeah, really, really pleased to add this on VHS in my collection. It's probably going to stay sealed, if I'm being honest, guys. It's just purely a collector's piece because I'm such a physical media junkie. But this looks absolutely beautiful. Wow, look at that, guys. Look at that artwork. But yeah, Suspiria is one of my favourite Dario Argento films. Italian. Brilliant film. Well worthy in the collection. So we've got a theme going here. And this is the other one that's been released. Move that out of the way. And that is this strictly limited, apparently, Evil Dead 2. And look at that. You know, how many times have I owned Evil Dead 2 over the years? Too many times. But this is numbered. This is 201 of 250. So it's a pretty limited thing. But I think it's absolutely glorious. Look at that. Absolutely chuffed sick to own these. These are going to be pride or place in my little VHS collection. They really are. The Suspiria one, just so you know, is only 500 made, and this is number 138. So yeah, what do you think of those guys? Is VHS going to make a comeback? Like vinyl, like music tapes, what's going to happen, guys? So yeah, guys, new VHS in 2024. These are done by Vice Press Home Video. So yeah, Evil Dead 2 and Suspiria. Two absolute classics. They're numbered, obviously. I think I showed this in the B-roll. And they'll probably stay sealed, to be fair. That's the collector in me, because I've got both these films numerous times. Probably on DVD, Blu-ray. Definitely Blu-ray, I think. You know, what is the point in that? I don't know. It's just a pure collector's thing, isn't it? I felt hook, line and sinker for these. They weren't cheap, but I think they're going to be a worthy addition to the collection, guys. Another film, I can't remember if I showed this in the last pickups video or not, but Screamers, which is a sci-fi film. I believe it's early mid-90s. 1996 it says on the back there. Yeah, Peter Weller, Screamers, a great sci-fi B-movie film. Really enjoyed that. That's what I've got running on the VHS behind us on the lovely big Sony Trinitron. Right, next up we've got some films. Let's stick on the film subject. This is a recent purchase, and that is The Terrifier. Now, this isn't a real VHS. This was released on VHS, I believe, but that commands a very high price. I think you're talking triple figures. But this is just a prop, so it's like a dummy one. So yeah, I believe the video is blank. I don't believe the film is on now. But yeah, it's a beautiful cover. I love that warning. This video cassette will melt if left in the car or in the sun. But yeah, chroma crystal. So that's pretty cool. I've still got to sort out how I'm going to arrange my VHS collection. I want it in here somehow. And I've been massively inspired by Cy Ginger Hippie Gaming and his awesome video display. Go and check out Cy's video. That video display just looks awesome. I want something similar for my VHS. I haven't got as much VHS as Cy, I don't reckon. But I'd love to display them really well. Next up with some films. Yes, I do shop in CEX, even though I don't go on about them. Because sometimes there's a bargain in there, and I picked up Videodrome. A Cronenberg classic. £8. Deborah Harry, which is really weird. I thought that she was in this film. So yeah, looking forward to seeing that again, because I haven't watched that in a few years. A film that I've not seen in a long time, and that is Slugs. Again, Arrow video release. So I'm probably gonna put this one on after I film this video, actually, guys. So looking forward to that. Can't remember that so well. This was a birthday present off my mate Mark, and he got me the Berserk Complete series, the manga anime from the 90s, I believe. But that's the full 1 to 25 episodes of Berserk. So looking forward to that. I've been getting into a lot of more of the old school anime and cartoons. Don't like calling it cartoons. Yeah, animation. I've been getting into a lot of that. Next up, because I haven't got it on Blu-ray, and that is Night of the Living Dead. George Romero's Night of the Living Dead, the original. Had to be added to the collection. Then we've got The Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue. Now, this is a zombie film that I actually really enjoy. It's not been released in the UK on Blu-ray or 4K yet. This actually came into the retro realm, and I thought, do you know what? I've not watched this in a while. And I brought it home on the off chance that I didn't have this in my collection, because I believe I had the Let Sleeping Corpses Lie, which is its other name. I had that in a special edition, and I think it became worth a lot of money at one point, so I cashed in on it, and I didn't replace it. So now I have, until a lovely 4K print or something comes out of that, because that is a great film, guys. The Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue. One of my favourite British thriller stroke horror films. If you've not seen this film, guys, you've got to watch it. The shock value and twists in this film is unreal. The best British thriller in years. The scariest hitman movie I have ever seen. A gut-wrenching chiller. 5 stars across the board on this. And that is Kill List. I don't want to say too much about it because I don't want to give anything away if you've not seen this film. But please go and check out Kill List if you've not seen it, guys. This is a tremendous film. I own it on DVD, and again, this came in the shop, and I thought, do you know what? I'm upgrading to the Blu-ray because this is a classic. This is going to be a cult classic. I can't remember when this was released, and my eyesight is not great. 2012. So it's got a little bit of age to it now. I thought it was a little bit more modern than that. But yeah, 2012 that was released. British film, great film. And another one that came into the shop, and that is Death Walks Twice. 2 films by Luciano Ercole. I know I've definitely seen one of these. So you've got Death Walks at Midnight and Death Walks on High Heels. They're giallos, Italian giallo films. I know I've seen one of them many years ago, and I thought, do you know what? That's a lovely, beautiful set. Comes in these. I do like these Arrow releases. In a lovely hard case there. It comes with a beautiful book. All colour. Loads on the film. Loads of stills and shots. Beautiful. Usually, yeah, these are all double-sided. All the Arrow releases are. So you can have that cover. Or that one. I actually like that one. That's nice. Yeah, so pleased with that. Actually really looking forward to watching those. I've been, like I said, I believe I mentioned it in my last video, but I'm really getting into my 70s cinema at the minute. Loving it. Whether it's a thriller, a giallo, a horror. I'm just really enjoying 70s cinema at the moment. So I'm going to really look forward to watching both of those. So that's all the films that I've picked up, guys. And let's move on to some of the sort of modern video game purchases over the last few months. And I'm going to start off with a gift, a birthday present. And this was off Champion 2D Rob. When I last seen him when he visited the Retro Realm, we went after I closed the shop. Me, Champion 2D Rob and Scott Sega Saturn lad. We went off into Ipswich Town and we actually went in to the local CEX. And we were just, because they'd never been in there and they wanted to see how big, because it's actually quite a big store we've got in Ipswich. So we went round there and I said to him, I don't know how we got onto games, but I said that Gear Shifters was a game that I wanted. And he said, oh, I've got that. And he remembered and he bought it for my birthday. He wouldn't take any money for it. He said, no, that's a gift, bruv. I want you to play it. I don't think Rob was that impressed by it. And do you know what? I've done some B-roll of this, of playing this game. So let's roll that. Because I've really got into this game, guys. I've turned the switch on. I just want to share with you guys some of this Gear Shifters game that I got off Champion 2D Rob. He gave me this as a gift for my birthday. Really pleased with that. Thank you so much, Rob. This is a game that's intrigued me. People don't really go on about it, but it's been mentioned. And I just wanted to share it because I've been playing this game loads, guys. It's very average, as in like the music, even the graphics are kind of mediocre, but there's just something that keeps attracting me to this game. Now I'm about halfway. I've dedicated a lot. I've played this most evenings, guys. It's gripped me. Obviously you can build up. You start off with a basic car, you build it up as you do in these sort of games. You can upgrade your weapons, get new weapons, customise your engine, make everything drive faster, brake faster, and you learn different skill sets. So I'm about halfway through, like I said. Let's just get straight into a level. This is where you can choose just one thing to aid you as you go along. So we're going to intensify our primary weapon. Now, I love Spy Hunter, so this game reminds me so much of it. There's a bit of grinding to do in this game. You have to play some levels to build up enough power to take on some of these later levels. I think the graphics are nice. I love the shadows, the rain effect. Oh, I missed that completely. But this is my primary weapon, which I like, the good old chain gun. So many different varieties of vehicles and the way they attack you, which is really good. That van there's dropping coffins. What looks like coffins at you. That's my secondary weapon. I've chosen sort of like a rocket launcher. Don't hold on to your gun too long because it will overheat. By pressing the A button you can do a sharp brake. The X button you have to do that to spin, so if an enemy locks onto you they can't get you. Let's brake now to take some of these out. You can also upgrade your armour so you can sort of bash into vehicles somewhat, which is really cool. Loads of power-ups. You can pick up health, more weapons along the way. You can also do like a drift, which is cool. So you can attack cars from the side. That's really good if they've got a real strong weapon that fires directly out the back or front of the vehicle. The layout of the game, the sort of like the level design, was a little bit confusing to begin with. So you have to take out territories, and you know, you can, for those that like to perfect things, I think if you destroy absolutely every vehicle in a stage, then you'll liberate that zone. Because you've got different zones run by different gangs, and the territories and the vehicles change immensely in what zone you're in, which is really cool. And this is just a quick look at Gear Shifters, guys. This is not an expensive game, I don't believe. You know, it's not a crazy price to buy this physical. A Numbskull published game. Definitely worth picking up if you want something a little bit different, and if you love the old school arcade racers like Spy Hunter, and then you had Action Fighter on the Master System, that was great as well. But there's the first stage, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. So yeah, like I mentioned in the B-roll there, oh, I'm dropping some of the goodies out of it. It is a bit of a shallow game. This kind of, it's like there's something a bit missing. You know, it's not a really deep game, but it's not what I wanted. And do you know what? I've been really enjoying chilling out to this game in the evenings. If you love Spy Hunter or Action Fighter or any of these style of games, you're going to really enjoy this. And it's not too expensive, I don't believe. But in here, you get the usual gumph, you get postcards. I believe there's a soundtrack download in there. You get a patch, so on patch in the game, and this is everything I wanted. Do you know what I mean? So I've really been enjoying this game. So guys, if you've not checked out Gear Shifters, grab it. If you like your top down, it's not so much a racer, it is more a shooter. But I've really enjoyed it so far. Really enjoyed it. Let me know in comments, guys, if you've played this game. Let me know in comments if you've seen any of these films and games I'm showing off, and I'd love to know what you think of them. Another game, and I picked this up off my good friend Alex Owl's Arcade. I nearly said Nintendo Arcade. Owl's Arcade, and this was a while back. This was Revival, and I bought a load of stuff off Owl, but this one was for me. The rest was for the Retro Realm, and that is Carrion. Beautiful box set, that. Absolutely beautiful box set. Not really into these box set games. I just like the standard because they're small and they fit on the shelf. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what gumph you get in here. Probably. Oh my god. you actually get like a jelly alien. It's pretty cool, actually. Some stickers. I hadn't even looked in there. I just played the game. There's some stickers. I can't believe there's a jelly. Is that one of those things? Can you remember them things years ago? Them spiders and that. When you was a kid and you used to chuck them on the wall or on the window and they used to crawl down. Is that one of them? I reckon that is one of them, innit? Or can you remember them hands that had a plastic thing and it was like a long stretchy hand and used to flick it at people? Oh, a little bit of a memory blast there, guys. But yeah, you get the Carrion Alien. This is a good game. This is a game to chill out to, really. It's not a game I'd want as a serious sort of like session on. This is, again, more of a chill out game. I find it kind of therapeutic being a flesh-eating alien going around just causing utter devastation and eating everyone in sight. So yeah, Carrion, enjoyed that. Next up, and I'm going to butcher this, and this was a purchase from a second-hand shop in town, and I'd never seen it before, and it is Hoogie Who? Hoogie Who? Horry Who? And Friends. Guys, I'm butchering it. I'll put the name somewhere down there. Hoogie Who? Horry Who? Horry Who? Basically, this is like a cute 'em up shooter. But with some RPG elements, as in, as you go through the 2D levels, and you have to grind your way through these levels to level up. There's a village or like an island, and as you collect money by doing the shoot 'em up levels, and the further you progress, you can reinvest that money in the village, like opening research centres, museums, and stuff like that. And then that allows you to get bigger and better weapons and power-ups. So yeah, it's quite a unique little game, but don't let the cuteness fool you. This game isn't easy, especially starting out. Once you start building up better weaponry, it does get a little bit easier. Well, as far as I've got in it, whether that learning curve jumps again. But yeah, I've been enjoying that game. It's not bad at all. Next up, and I bought this, or done a swap deal, I think, with Mark on this one, and that is Death Wish Enforcers. Gutted that I missed this on the limited run a while ago. I missed the pre-order for this. Now, if you love Sunset Riders, you're going to love this game. Well, if you love Sunset Riders and you love 70s and 80s thriller action films, you know, like Death Wish and Dirty Harry especially, you're going to love this, because you've got like a Clint Eastwood type character, you've got Charles Bronson character, and you've got sort of like, what's her name? I can't think of her name. The Blaxploitation lady. Oh, it's gone. She was like coffee and all that. Pam Grier. They're the kind of 3 characters that's styled on. You can have up to 3 players at once. I've played 2-player, and this is a cracking 2D game. Beautiful sprites, awesome game. Really highly recommend that one, guys. Then a recent purchase. This only turned up recently. I pre-ordered it and it literally arrived a few days later, and that is Shadow of the Ninja Reborn. Reborn. I believe this was originally a NES game, and it's been remade for the Switch. I've not played a lot of this yet, but it's got a lovely mechanic to it. Like, you've got your weapons, but you've also got that Castlevania style, not a whip as such, but like a grapple hook, which is really good. And you can use it like a whip. So it's going to be like a 2D platformer, maybe a bit of Metrovania. I've not played an awful lot of it yet, but I've enjoyed the first few levels. The reason I've not played a lot of this is, again, it's challenging. I think I got to the second boss and just got my arse handed to me, guys. So I need to get into this a little bit more. But yeah, a great game. And then another game I picked up because I didn't even know this was a thing. I loved Lunar Lander, the old sort of vector style game from back in the day. And Atari have been doing this. They've been re-releasing a lot of their games and modernising them somewhat. And this is another one, Lunar Lander Beyond. This was cheap. I think it was about 15 quid. I thought, you know what, I'm going to have a gamble on this. And do you know, I've had a couple of gaming nights with me mate. And we kind of got into this. This is a good little game. Now, if you like Thrust or, you know, them style of games where you've got the sort of gravity of your ship and you've got to guide yourself along. And what's a really cool sort of like element to this game is when you start taking damage, you start losing your mind. You know, when your stress levels increase, you then start hallucinating. So you start getting like pink elephants chasing you. And all these weird glitches going on screen. And I actually really enjoyed that element to this game. Let me know, guys, in comments down below. Have you played Lunar Lander Beyond? I must admit, I ain't too fussed about the story, and there's some sort of cheesy cutscenes, and the story goes on a bit. I try and flick through all that and just get to the gameplay. But I've really enjoyed this game, and I've put a few hours into it. It's a great little game. And then the final game, and again, this was recommended to me by Owl's Arcade, Alex, and this is a game called Demon Front. And as soon as me and Al was talking about this game, I was like, can you get this physical? And he said, I know it, you can get it digital. I don't believe there's a physical, and I found out that there was. If you go on Play Asia, Demon Front is part of the IGS Classic Arcade Collection. It's pretty cheap. I think it was about 30 quid. You get what looks like some stickers for your Switch controllers, and what looks like a postcard or something like that in there. Some more stickers in there. But yeah, the games that you get on here are Knights of Valor, Knights of Valor Plus, Knights of Valor and 9 Dragons, Oriental Legend Spooky, Martial Masters, which that was quite good, Demon Front, which is the game I bought it for, and the Gladiator. The games run okay, but there does seem to be a few issues with the music and sound. There's some glitching going on there, a bit of lag. So it's not amazing emulation on this game, if that's what they're using. I'm not sure, which is a real shame. But Demon Front is a great game. It is like a Metal Slug clone, as you will. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, Demon Front, guys, check it out. And like I said, one of the fighting games I was playing on here was pretty cool as well, which was, I think it was Martial Masters. And the other games like Streets of Valor and that, they're all like side-scrolling beat-em-ups, and some of those are really good too. So highly recommend that, guys, from Play Asia. So yeah, a nice little set that. But that's it for this video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know in comments down below what you think of my pickups. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. That's all the pickups. Let me know in comments down below if you've played these games, what you think of the games, what you think of the films, and go and check out all the channels I've shouted out. But until the next time, I'm Sega Zombie. Goodbye.
Sega Zombie. Sega Zombie.